Good morning, beautiful people. Today's message is a message that a lot of people misunderstand and do not see it. But I promise you, if you listen today, you will be able to solve almost any problem in your life. Any problem, because you will be seeing it with a vision that makes sense now. So, all of us is worrying and stressing about things happening in our lives, and most of the time we are worrying about stuff, and at the end of the day, when we get to the end of the day, there's no more issue, or the problem wasn't as big, but we took the whole day of worrying and trying to solve that issue by ourselves. So, there's a scripture in the Bible that teaches us that our fight is not against flesh and blood, but against all the evil in the world. That is spiritual warfare. So, we are dealing here with demons and things that is actually who we're fighting against. So the importance of today's lessons is that you must really accept defeat, because there's no way you can fight a spiritual battle. No way. We are flesh and blood. Flesh and blood. And this is the point that I'm trying to make to you, that now you see that you are mostly having problems with human beings, other people like me and you, flesh and blood. And at the end of the day, that is how the devil works, because now you're fighting someone, and you're fighting that person. You can see that person. It means you can fight that person. But at the end of the day, you aren't actually fighting that person. You are fighting a spiritual warfare, something inside that person. That's why people can be fine the one day, and the next day they are like this evil person that you've never seen before, and then after that the person is fine again. It's because that person is not in control. If you look at the story of Job, you will see that his wife, who was there supporting him all the time, even turned against him. It says his friends that came, they came in good faith, and when they were there, they were changed. And that is just to point to you that people are being used by the evil. So there is good people, and that good person who you trust can also be weak and be filled with evil, and then for that instance be used, and then you are keeping it against that person. So that is the story, or the message that I want to give to you today, is that once you start focusing on this point that I made to you today, that there's no point in arguing with a person or arguing with someone to make your point, or to win your battle, or for whatever reason that person, you are worried because you owing that person money and wara, whatever the reason may be. As soon as you realize that you are not fighting against flesh, that is the time you will see that you will start dealing with things in a different matter, in faith, in prayer, because at the end of the day, there is nothing you yourself can do to change that battle. So I want to encourage you, do not do not try and be the hero, if I can put it that way, because at the end of the day, you will be the one who's gonna end up being feeling so bad. you are the one who's going to end up with the repercussions, because it's like a chain effect. If you're going to do something now, there's going to be a chain reaction. So every action have a reaction. So please, guys, take note of this message today, because I think most of us are trying to solve issues with humans because we feel that this is a human issue. But at the end of the day, it isn't a human issue. It is a human being used for an issue. Have a nice day.